everyone, and welcome back to another Storytime video. And today I am going to revisit and update a story that I told way back in late 2020. Like, I want to say it was October or November of 2020, so it's been a little over 4 years. But anyway, the story is the collections that I've had throughout my life. Now, I started a new collection last year, that being that I now collect physical versions of the games that I play or have played digitally, some of them for YouTube, some of them not. Like, for instance, I have Minecraft on the Xbox, I have Hotline Miami 1 and 2 on the PS4, I have Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 on the Xbox and the PlayStation, respectively. I have GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City. I have Borderlands 1, Borderlands 3, and Borderlands the pre-sequel. I have Halo Combat Evolved, Halo Reach, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 3 and Halo 2, as well as Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. And I have Bioshock 1 as well as Bioshock Infinite, for example. Now, that's not my whole collection, but those are some of the physical video games that I bought last year when I started this collection. Now, in terms of my other collections that I had way back in 2020, I think I mentioned that I collect Smash Pennies. Now, last year I started to really expand on that. I got some given to me. I bought some, uh, and overall, my collection really, really expanded last year. It grew so much. Like, I had one penny book that was filled out back in 2020. Well, it was either about to be full or it was already full. And I was about to start on a second book. But now, I have like 5 or 6 books that are full. And mainly that was off of last year. What happened last year? Well, I kind of remember. Well, I found the collection that I had uh like the December before this past December, because I wasn't sure where it was, but I found it. And so that basically sparked that collection again, and I bought some more books, bought some more pennies, and bought some other stuff. And uh so a smash penny is basically where you can go to like a zoo or an aquarium or somewhere else. Like, zoos and aquariums are the most common places where you might find, as well as Disney, where you might be able to find these smash penny machines. Now, you can go online and find a list of smash penny machines in the United States. And I'm sure as well as smashed euro pennies or smashed whatever coins in your country that you live in as well. So, but typically you go to one of these places that has a smash penny machine, like a zoo, an aquarium, whatever. And you put a penny, preferably a shiny penny, and hopefully one before 1982 so that they're a little thicker. As excuse me, as well as 2 quarters. And you select your design that you want on the 1 penny, and then you push the thing in, and then you turn the crank, and then your penny will fall into the machine, and then you turn the crank, and then as you're turning the crank, the uh, wheels come down and they're pressing your penny. And then it will give it the design that you selected on your penny. So that's how that typically goes. And uh, so I have a collection of that. And I have a collection of toy cars. Now, those being Hot Wheels and those being these M2 machines that come in a plastic, a hard plastic container with screws to, I guess, hold the container in place. I don't know. I don't take any of this stuff out of the package, but I believe there's screws holding down the car because I've seen people take these out and then take the car out, and it's like it doesn't hurt me, but it makes me cringe a little bit. I'm gonna be honest because those M2 machines typically they don't make any more than 10,000 of a particular car, and usually it varies on the one that you have, but it could be 7,200, 8,800, some random number like that. Worldwide that get made, mind you. But anyway, so that's why it makes me cringe a little bit, especially if it's one that I would want myself. Uh, and then, there's Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. I think I have like 7 or 8 grocery bags, those plastic bags that you get no matter where you go, full of Hot Wheels and Matchbox. So that's a huge, and I mean a huge collection to where I seriously need to put them in storage. Like, I seriously need to put them in storage. Now, granted, it might not be the best to put them in storage versus where I have them in a closet, but um, I see that being a very realistic thing in the future. But anyway, so I also collect Dungeons and Dragons dice. I have a set that has little miniature gears in them. I have a set that has little miniature ducks in them. And part of the reason why they're collectible and why I won't play with them is because I'm worried that the stuff being inside the dice, like the die were probably molded with the resin, but the items were probably put inside there before the resin got a chance to really sit or do whatever they do to make dice. And I am worried that they would be weighted in such a way that I would continue to get one result on like a D20 or something over and over and over again. And I'm not a big stickler about cheating, but if you keep rolling a really good roll when your die is weighted like that or has the potential to be weighted, then I would consider that cheating. Now, I would consider it cheating even if you rolled and your die were weighted such that you didn't get a good roll, but still, I would still consider that cheating, but unfortunate for you because it's not benefiting you. It's just not benefiting you in a way that you want it to be. So, that's part of the reason why I will never play with my collectible dice and that they are just that, collectible. Now, I have die that I play with whenever I do play Dungeons and Dragons that I know for a fact are not weighted, partly because some of the die that I have, some of the sets that I have are clear and you can see through them. So you know that there are no air bubbles in the die. So that's how I know that for an absolute fact. And then um, I thought that I collected something else. So I have the physical video games, I have the Smash Pennies, I have the cars, I have the Dungeons and Dragons dice. I have those 4 things. I don't think there's a whole lot else. Now, some of those cars do take up a lot of room. Now, granted, they're 1/64 scale. Most of them are anyway. But the other stuff like the D&D dice, the Smash Pennies, don't take up a lot of room. Now, you could make your argument that the physical video games do, but think about somebody that has a collection of books. And now think about physical video games, which I assume that you kind of know about because this is a gaming channel. Now, granted, this is not just a gaming channel, but it's primarily a gaming channel. So I assume you have some knowledge of how big a physical video game is. Think about it like a book. Okay? Books don't take up that much space to begin with, but they would take up more space than a penny book, which is about as big as a checkbook. And Dungeons and Dragons dice don't take up that much space as well, even if you have a full set of 7. So I'm not trying to say that video games would take up that much space. Take up as much space as books do. They take up as much space as books do. But yeah, I I do believe that that will do it for me today. And so yes, guys, I do believe that that will do it for this storytime video and select storytime video. I will see you all later. Goodbye, guys. Thank you all for watching.